Well, too many faces for me this morning, to be honest. Most of you remember me as a little child. Used to run around here like a bit of a maniac with my mates, getting up to mischief, and sometimes having to be put into my place as well. But putting the mischievous side to one side, I was also a child that was very hungry for God as well. Over the years, I'd had various people that didn't know me telling me that God had this plan for me. Although I wasn't sure what that plan was, I was very eager to know more about what it was to be a Christian, and I just enjoyed growing in my faith. Church wasn't just my happy place, it was also my safe place. When I was at home, it's a bit of a completely different story. Went through quite a bit outside of my siblings. A lot of stuff that I went through, Mum didn't know about because I was always scared of if I told anyone, what would the consequences be. So everything that I went through, I kept that to myself, and I learnt my own way of how to deal with the abuse that I went through. One day when I turned 15, my life took a bit of an unexpected turn, where I was separated not just from the church, but separated from my family as well. So I found myself being pushed from pillar to post with other family members. And although I was with other family, I felt alone, felt like I had no one to talk to. So what was once a kind, loving heart started to turn into a cold, angry heart. Over the years, like being shifted between family members, that loneliness continued to grow to the point where I ended up turning to drink. And then drink got a little bit too far where I dropped myself into a coma. After I woke up out of the coma and I realised that drink wasn't enough, I then dabbled into drugs. And drugs was a big part of my life for probably about a good 10 years. Most of this I kept away from my mum, as I didn't want to disappoint her more than what I already had. Drugs then turned into gangs. I got involved in gangs for probably about 9 years, where I'd done a lot of stuff that clearly not proud for. Until one day I had a wake-up call saying, well, you wasn't brought up like this, you was brought up in the Church of God. So what are you doing? So I eventually walked away from like the gang life. But it didn't stop there. Carried on living my life the way I wanted to, because I started to get comfortable. So I was just like, well, this is a lot easier than having to deal with the pain. I attended other churches over the years, hoping that I'd find something to rekindle my faith. But like, when I walked into the churches, didn't really feel anything, so I just walked straight back out. And then one day, my sister called me up saying that said she was having their 40th reunion, and says that she was going to be going. So I turned around to my partner and I was like, something's urging me to say that I need to go. And on the drive on the way up, I felt nervous because it's been such a long time into walking to church, and I was just like, are people going to greet me? I was like, or are people going to look down on me? So I was quite nervous about walking through the doors. But then when I did walk through the doors, all those worries went away. And the Holy Spirit that I felt 16 years ago, I felt that same Holy Spirit fill me once again. And since then, I know God's got a plan for me. And I'm now looking forward to see what that plan is, and I'm looking to see where it takes me next. And that's all I've got to say. Thank you.
Hey. Brilliant.